Good afternoon, everybody. It is Malik here, and we are back with the HackThisSite.org realistic missions, and we are at mission number 13, the Albanian Republican Party. So the elections are coming. We want to help delay the elections by taking down the main competitor's site. Be careful though, if you get caught, you'll be wishing you had your soap on a rope. Alright, so really all we have to do to complete this mission is get into the admin panel. So let's go in and take the challenge. Alright, so it's Josh Hayes, aka Frozen Bit here. Really need some help. As you know, I'm on with the AOE. Our mission is to thwart the upcoming elections and at least attempt to delay them for the time being. The way we've decided would work best is if one of the main competitor sites is taken down. Even if it's down for a small amount of time, things won't go smoothly for him and things will be delayed. So here's the link to the site. Alright, latest debates, press releases, news, etc., etc. We'd like to thank the site admins for keeping and updating the site. Okay, preparing for very important events, blah blah blah, starting delays, end of debate, voting, announcements, etc. Of course, like everything else, we always view the site, by taking a look at the page source, see if anything's special or if anything is in here and pops out to us. Well, right off the bat, the site is straightforward. Nothing very special on the main page. Okay. So we can of course go into their news. They do have a calendar here, September and August. That basically, up at the top, we take a look at the PHP. It just month equals, and it just gives us, of course, the month that we pick in the drop down. Now, maybe we can, check this, but really we're not going to get anything. We're just going to get September and August. And again, we could view the page source. We can see that there's the news page. Select by name of month. They have September and August hard-coded in here. We're just going to submit it and just send us back that view. And nothing very special on that page. Debates page, they don't have anything there. Members page, this is just straight old PHP. Newsletters, make sure you have the hidden login URL. Oh, hidden login URL. Okay, so we have some hidden URL somewhere here. Okay, well, that's good to know. Well, again, we can view the page source. There's just a standard old text there. Standard old links that are on the left-hand side. Nothing that's really going to call out any information. Mailing list. Okay, well, maybe we can do something. Oops, wrong link. Maybe we can do something with here. So here's the form action, addmail.php. So it's mailinglist.php, but the action is to add mail. And there we go. There's the name of the email, submit. Well, it never hurts to try to see if we can do, some sort of SQL injection. Try to add something to the database. But nope, they've got it to where it puts it in quotes, which is basically going to get rid of any sort of SQL injection. Okay, nothing working there. Now let's take a look at speeches. So we're just on speeches.php. Now we've only got one speech to view. Okay, it goes to speeches2.php. Still being edited. Had many errors because of our ex-typist. Again, we can view the source. Not much kind of going on there. Alright, but one thing that we can do here is we can check for a verbose error message just by appending onto the end of it a question mark, because that's usually where you're going to have something equals something. But if we don't put anything, maybe we can get back an error message that will give us some information. If it's coded well, it will just send us back nothing. So let's see what we get. Okay. Basically, it thought we were trying to pass it a speech. Speech equals. But since we didn't put anything, we get back error messages, which is good. Okay, well, there was a folder there called old site, and it's SPECHES. They actually spelled it wrong. So failed opening. Looks like we got an interesting little folder there. Failed opening. All these are pretty much the same thing. Oh, okay, we get a little bit different down here. Instead of just, well, of course, it's pulling a different folder here. Looks like a hash. And we see that we have an admin folder also. Now, if you take a look at this, Apache group / Apache 2, Apache group / Apache 2, admin, hash. Okay, so two things to kind of keep in mind here is we do have an admin / folder that we could take a look at, and we have a hashed folder that we can take a look at. Now, just by looking at that hash, it's kind of hard to tell what it is, what type of hash it is, as certain types of hashes have the same number of digits, NTLM or whatever, but we're dealing with Apache. This is probably going to be an MD5 hash. Okay, so just some information that we've got so far may be of some use, may not, but always keep it in Notepad just in case. Okay, so that's that page. Oh, crud. As I do something idiotic and close the whole thing down. Give me just a second. And if I spell it right, thought it just took down my source page. Alright, let's get back in here again. Alright, so that was our speeches. Let's take a look at press releases. Now we've got 3 press releases we can take a look at. Doesn't matter which one we pull up. It pulls up readpress.php. Okay, well, let's try to do the same thing. Take a look for a verbose error message. Okay. Alright. I'm going to give you a minute to look through this code. There is something very big inside of here that we can pull. Very big. I'm going to give you a minute to see if you can find it. Okay. There is a line here. What we did, we tried to get something. Well, the thing that called the error, this. Alright. Basically what that said, it's trying to get something from the folder called speeches, passwords. But you see that those quotes at the end? the quote dot MD5 open parentheses single tick speeches single tick close quote. That's the name of a folder. But it is the MD5 hash of the word speeches. Of course, make sure you spell speeches right. They didn't put the folder name in there, but they did the next worst thing. They just told you it was the MD5 hash of the word speeches. I've seen this on websites before, but it's typically the MD5 hash of a variable. You don't know what the word is, but they told us what the word is. So let's take a look and see what happens if we go to speeches/passwords. Well, it just says subdirectories. We need something else. We need the MD5 hash of the word speeches. So you don't need to download any software. Just Google MD5 generator. I can type in, and again, make sure the S is capitalized. If it's a lowercase s, you're going to come up with a different answer. But there's my MD5 hash. I'm going to copy that. Go back to my passwords and paste that onto the end. That's actually a directory. Now, there's a FIP file here with passwords. Well, why don't we open that up, see what that is? Oh, looky at that. 2 MD5 hashes. So I'm going to just paste those in. Now there's 2 of them. That's what the colon is for. Just separates them. Okay. So now we need to reverse it. We don't need to get an MD5 hash. We need to find the clear text of that MD5 hash. So I'm going to use an MD5 decryptor. Again, there's one of those online. Hashkiller.co.uk is one of the best. You just paste in your MD5 hash, come down to the bottom and put in this incredibly annoying CAPTCHA. Is it pound star 3A star? Submit it. Oh, I gotta refresh the page, I think. Okay, now let me do it. OE8 at, is that IT? Hate these little things. Okay, so I got speeches from that one, so that's good. So I just want to make sure that works. So now let me grab the one I want and paste that back in. There we go. Give it another one. 3QXO4V. Submit it. Money 1. Okay. And let's try this one. $42COYB. Admin. Okay. That looks like a username and a password. Alright, so done with that. So I'm just going to kind of back out. And let's take a look. All right. So speeches, password MD5 speeches. Nailed it, because that's what gave us these. So that's figured out. That's figured out. Let's take a look at these two things, because we're unsure about these. Oh, what about the admin? Okay, great. Well, why don't we just go to admin? Okay, we have a username. How about Money1, password admin, submit. Admin does not match password for Money1. Okay. Let's take a look at the page source. Okay. Let's go back here, take a look at the page source here. Form action, login 2. Wonder why the 2's there. Text, user, password, pass, submit, submit. Okay. And that goes to a page called login 2, which is what we got when we typed in. What if we reverse it? What if it's admin Money1? Money1 does not match password for admin. And there's a login 2 page. And again, if we view the page source, we just get that. Well, what if we inspect it in Firebug? Okay, nothing special, so nothing hidden. Okay. So it's just returning the values we're sending it. It's not doing anything else. There's really no code to this page. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's kind of built on the fly. So, admin tends to basically seem to be a honeypot. Okay. What if we hash admin? Well, we got it down here. So instead of going to admin, what if we go to the hash value of the word admin? It's another page. Well, let's try Money1 admin. Nailed it. All they did, which is actually fairly smart, is they have a honeypot page. You would have never gotten into admin. It doesn't do anything. It just returns the value that you type in and tells you that it doesn't match. They actually have a hashed folder for admin. And you only found that out through the code, and it didn't truly give it to you except for when you scrolled up and took a look at all of the verbose error messages that said that a couple of them were trying to get in, apparently the admin panel. One of them just went to the admin panel and tried to log in. It was unsuccessful. The other ones were in other pages, the exact same path, but the folder had changed. So that was the hash of the word admin. That's what that was. I didn't give it away that that's what it was, but that's what it was. So we got everything we needed from verbose error messages from a call to a page. We wanted the error message because error messages can give you a ton of worthwhile information that you can use, typically paths that you can go to. So there we go, my friends. We got through mission number 13. Now we got 14 coming up, which is the Yuppers Internet, which is a harder one. And then we got an insanely hard one, and then another harder one. So we got harder, insane, and harder. And we'll be done with the realistics. All right. So I hope this one helped you out. It's just those little question marks that you put behind it, and you're all good to go. But until next time, if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoy these things. That's how I can really tell if people are watching them and if they're enjoying them. Subscribe to the channel, and these things I'll continue to post. But until next time, when we're here with Yuppers, I will see you.